A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on MTV. I'm Katharina Cheng. Now, before we get into your stories in detail, let's first take a look at your headlines this afternoon.
Ranil Wickremesinghe takes oath as the new Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. The United National Party and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party signs MOU. Vimal Weerawansa summoned before the FCID. Suspect captured in the murder of Pallikudave Ukwa. Greek Prime Minister respects the mandate of the people.
Now on to the stories in detail. Ranil Wickremesinghe took oath as Prime Minister before President Maithripala Sirisena this morning.
Ranil Wickremesinghe, who goes down history as the only politician after Dudley Senanayake to have held prime ministerial posts frequently, took oaths as Prime Minister for a fourth time today.
Gaurava Maithripala Sirisena avarkalin varugai.
विक्रमसिंह वन मम श्रीलंका प्रजातांत्रिक समाजवादी जनराज्ये अग्रमात्य दुरेहि कार्य सह कर्तव्यन श्रीलंका प्रजातांत्रिक समाजवादी जनराज्ये ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවට සහ නීතියට අනුකූලව අවංකව ඉටු කරන බවටද ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජනරජයට පක්ෂපාත වන බවටද මගේ උපරිම ශක්ති ප්‍රමාණයෙන් ශ්‍රී ලංකා ප්‍රජාතාන්ත්‍රික සමාජවාදී ජනරජයේ ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාව ආරක්ෂා කොට අනුගමනය කරන බවටද ගෞරව බුහුමාන යුක්තව ප්‍රකාශ කොට ප්‍රතිඥා දෙමි.
The small-scale swearing-in ceremony, which was held at the Presidential Secretariat, saw the participation of the Mahasangha, the governing party and the leaders of the opposition. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was appointed as the chief organizer of the Begum electorate, which paved him the way to win an MP seat in Parliament in 1977. He was also appointed leader of the House. Ranil Wickremesinghe was appointed the leader of the United National Party in 1994. He is also known as one of the few politicians known to have held the post of opposition leader for a prolonged period of time. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has been the opposition leader for 20 years.
Now, subsequent to the swearing-in ceremony, an MOU was signed between the United National Party and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party today.
The agreement hopes to foster the progress of the country through a consensual framework. The signing of the MOU took place at the Presidential Secretariat and was held in line with the swearing-in of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The MOU was signed by Acting Secretary of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Duminda Dissanayake, and the General Secretary of the United National Party, Kabir Hashim.
Prior to taking oaths as the new Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Ranil Wickremesinghe obtained blessings at the Gangarama Temple in Colombo.
A number of newly elected MPs too had arrived at the Gangarama Temple to obtain blessings.
We wish the Prime Minister good fortune. We hope that the Prime Minister will receive the strength to take the reins of the country, protect its future and develop the country.
Views were expressed regarding the Memorandum of Understanding reached between the UMP and the SLFP.
අප අගමැතිතුමා ඉල්ලීමක් කරා සියලු මන්ත්‍රීවරුන් එකට වෙලා
All the MPs made a request to the Prime Minister to implement a program where the future of the country will be safeguarded. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party, who lost the election too, has accepted this fact. There are no hidden agendas in this alliance. This agreement is signed in line with our national policies and with the hope of creating a better future and a better country for the people.
National list candidates of the United National Party were submitted to the Election Secretariat by Party General Secretary Kabir Hashim last evening.
Thereby, the members that were included in the national list were Malik Samara Vikrama, Karujaya Surya, D.M. Swaminathan, Venerable Athuriliya Ratanathera, Dr. Jayampati Vikramaratna and President's Council Tilak Marapana. In addition, UNP national list seats were reserved for Professor C.A. Marasinghe, M.K.D.S. Gunawardena, M.H.M. Nawavi, M.H.M. Salman, Dr. A.R.A. Hafiz, Srinal Dimel and Anuma Gamage.
Leader of the National Freedom Front, Vimal Veeravangsa, was summoned before the Financial Crimes Investigation Division in order to obtain a statement on his assets. Police media spokesperson ASP Gunasekara said that the statement is being recorded at present. Meanwhile, wife of the MP, Vimal Veeravangsa, was summoned by the FCID yesterday in order to obtain a statement on her assets. On to other local news. The government press has said that the name list of the members elected into Parliament has been published in a Gazette notification. Head of the government press, Gamini Fonseca, noted that steps were taken last night to gather the names of the 196 elected MPs after placing the signature of the Election Commissioner, Mahinda Deshapriya.
The preliminary steps of establishing government was taken after the names of 196 elected MPs and the names of the 29 MPs from the national list were gazetted with the approval of the Election Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya. The selection and appointment of the new cabinet will take place thereafter. Meanwhile, the new parliament is to convene on the 1st of September. In the meantime, the Election Secretariat has said that the names of members for the national list must be presented within a period of 1 week from the day the results of the general elections were released. Additional Election Commissioner R.M.A. Ratnayake said that the General Secretaries of the victorious parties must thus present the names of same.
The suspect in connection with the shooting and killing of Indika Nilushan alias Palle Kudavi Ukua on the 26th of July was arrested in Beliatta by the CID of the Tangol Division today. Police media spokesperson ASP Gunasekara stated that rounds of ammunition amounting to 25 and a T-56 rifle which were found in the possession of the suspect were seized by the police at the time of the arrest. And that's a wrap for your lunchtime news today, but make sure to tune in to our 55 updates throughout the day. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katharina Chang. Have a lovely day ahead.